Hi everyone, this is a healing guide video for PvP. On this video I'm gonna be talking about my healing build for PvP. In PvP there are a lot of siege weapons like fire, ballista and oil, and those siege weapons can do great amount of damage. It's good to have skills that remove those negative effects. One of them is Purifying Ritual, another one is Purge. Both of those two skills, they can remove negative effects. The difference between them is that the Purifying Ritual, your group members, they need to activate it to remove it, but Purge, once you cast that skill, instantaneously remove the negative effects from your group members. And also it gives a 50% negative effect reduction, so any incoming negative effects, it will be 50% less effective. So this is great for PvP, both of those skills. It's another tool I want to show you guys, a great tool for healers in PvP. You go here in settings, interface, friendly players, you turn this on, and what this does is every single player in your faction, like this guy, will have a health bar over his head. So this is great for healers because in PvP there are like 20 players, so you know all the health bars, all the players in your faction, and you don't need to target the player. So this is great for healers because you can manage your heals, you know which players they need heals, which players don't, and you have a very control of situation and what's happening around you. So first skill I have here is Efficient Purge. Cleanse yourself and nearby allies, removing 2 negative effects and reducing the duration of any further negative effects by 50% for 50 seconds. So once you cast this skill, you totally remove the negative effects, and if you see on me that blue thing, it's the 50% negative effects reduction. And let's say this is an enemy keep and your faction are about to attack this keep. Once this wall is breached, the door is breached, enemy factions, they will have like a lot of oil here, which always happens. So this oil can do great amount of damage. So what you can do with your group members, when you are down here, you use a purge before getting inside the keep. So all the oil that will do damage on you will have 15%, it will be 50% less effective. Use one more time to totally remove it. It works well like this. Another skill is Razor Caltrops. Hurl an exploding ball of caltrops that scatter over the target area, dealing physical damage and additional physical damage each second. Also reducing the movement speed for enemies in the target area by 70% for 3 seconds, and even after that continues reducing speed by 30% until the caltrops expire. So this skill has a long duration of 30 seconds and has a very wide range, which I like the most. Skills has a very long range. This skill is great to keep the enemy faction, to slow them down a little bit, and if there are many players, this is even better because you can see this skill has a very long range and can slow players down. I like to use this skill when I'm defending a keep. To, let's say the enemy faction is about to siege in this keep, and this wall is about to be breached. You can cast this skill here, it will slow them down, and if your group members, your faction have oil here, the oil will work well with caltrops because it will slow them down. So oil will do this job, will do damage to the players over here. Another thing is you can use caltrops to, you can use this skill to reduce the enemy members to advanced. So let's say this we are protecting this keep, we are defending this keep, and there is a group of enemy factions there. They are coming towards us. You can just cast this skill to slow them down a little bit. which is great. You can also use this skill. This skill can also use if there is players they are in stealth or sneaking. This will show them up. So if you think there is a group of players here, they're in stealth mode, you can cast this skill over them, so they will appear, which is also great. Another skill I have here is Luminous Shards. Send your spear into the heavens to bring down a shower of divine wrath, dealing magic damage to the enemies in the target area. Also disorients one enemy for 6 seconds. While active, an ally can pick up a spear shard, restoring 25% stamina plus stamina and magicka over 10 seconds. So this skill is great to recover your magicka and your stamina resources, and you can cast this skill to your group members like this to help them recover their magicka and stamina, so it will increase their DPS. So let's say there is a group of players here. There is a group of players here tanking, or there is a DK here. He's tanking all the incoming damage from the other faction. You can cast this skill. You can cast this skill near him, so he will increase his magic and stamina. I also like to use this skill when you are flagging a resource or a keep. I cast this skill near the flag, so to help the group members recover their stamina and their magicka a little faster. Another skill I have is Repentance. Champion the cause of divine glory to earn the god's favor. While slotted, you gain mean of fortitude, mean endurance, and mean intellect, increase health and stamina and magicka regeneration by 10%. Activated to consecrate the souls of the fallen, restoring health and stamina to nearby allies for each corpse in the area. So the good thing about this skill that it doesn't have a magicka cost. You can use at any time without spending magicka, and the only problem of this skill that it needs to have a body, a corpse to restore the health and stamina. So sometimes this skill can be great, because let's say you have 10 dead bodies here, you can cast just that and you can recover more than 10k health and 10k stamina with just one hit, and all the players around you, they will get this 10k in stamina. So sometimes this skill can be great. Another skill I'm using here is Channeled Focus. Create a rune of celestial protection to gain major resolve and major ward, increase armor spell resistance. If you leave the rune vicinity, the effect dissipates after 8 seconds. While you're near the rune, you also recover magicka every 0.5 seconds. So I cast this skill to give me a little bit of armor spell resistance, and at the same time helps me recover my magicka, build my magicka a little bit. You can see once you cast the skill still remains infect you for 8 seconds, which is great. The ultimate I'm using here is Reviving Barrier. Invoke defense statics to protect yourself and nearby allies with wards that each absorb damage, and the wards also heal you and your allies for health over 30 seconds. I like to cast this skill before when you are attacking a keep, and I like to use this skill before getting in the keep. You can see the shield of this skill is pretty high, and it will heal you and your group members every seconds. So you can cast that if your group members are here. So it can give you a massive shield, and it will increase your health every second. It will heal you every second, which is great. This ultimate has a 30 seconds duration, and can get so many players can get this effect. Now let's take a look on the other bar. Healing Springs. summon restoring spirits with your staff, healing allies in target area each second for 3 seconds. Restore magicka up to 3 allies each second. So this skill is great for, you can choose where the healing will be done. You can choose the target area here, and this is also good skill, also great to recover your magicka. So this is the mainly healing skill that you use it. The only problem with that the amount of heals of this skill is low. So let's say if there is someone near you, a group member that has very low health, you really don't want to use this skill. You want to use this skill like a Breath of Life or Healing Words. So this is way more powerful healing skill. You want to use one of those. Another skill I'm using here is Combat Prayer. Slam your staff down to bless allies in front of you, healing them. Allies also gain Mina Berserk and Mina Resolve and Mina Ward, increasing attack damage by 8% and armor and spell resistance for 8 seconds. You just cast this skill, so it will give spell resistance and armor. It will increase their health damage, and at the same time it will heal them. So I do that all the time I'm moving with a group. We cast that. Another skill here is Purifying Ritual. Result in the sacred light of the Hydra to cleanse up to 5 harmful effects from yourself and heal nearby allies every second for 2 seconds for 12 seconds. Allies can also activate Purify, remove harmful effects from themselves and healing them from additional. What I like this skill, it has a very wide range. Once you cast that, many players can use that, and at the same time it heals you every second. Once you cast this skill, it will remove any negative effects from you, up to 5 negative effects from you, and your group members can activate Purify, removing, healing them, and remove all their negative effects. When a guy is sieging, let's say like this guy, you can cast Purifying Ritual near him, and if he's getting attacked by other siege weapon, he can just use Purify. He can activate Purify, healing him and removing all the negative effects. So this is great. Breath of Life, share your inner light with a wounded ally to heal. Also heals up to 2 nearby allies for half of it. So this is a very powerful healing skill. The healing is pretty high. The cost of magic of this skill is a bit high also. So you don't want to use this skill all the time. You want to keep your healings with healing springs. Healing Ward, call your staff strength to protect whichever ally has the lowest health, healing them and give them a ward to absorb damage. The ward strength is increased up to 300% depending on the severity of the target's wounds. When the wards expire, target is healed for 100% of the ward's remaining strength. So this skill is great. You want to use when anyone in your group is with very low health. I'm gonna show you guys how this skill works. When there is someone near you with a very low health, you cast this skill. You can see the shield of this skill is pretty high, and when the shield expires, it heals 100%. You can see the healing of this skill is massive. The ultimate I'm using here is Pact incantation. Channel the grace of the gods, healing nearby allies every 1 second. You cannot move while channeling, but you gain immunity to all enemy control effects. So when you are casting this skill, all kinds of enemy control effects, you are immune to all that, like knockback, stuns, all those are not gonna work on you. This is a healing ultimate, Templar healing ultimate. It's very powerful. It used to be way more powerful before this last update, but they have made a few changes, but it's still worth using. Hey guys, this is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like it, please subscribe, leave a comment below, and I'm trying to upload one video a week. Thanks and have a good week all.